Average IQ scores across the globe are dropping for the first time in decades, and the truth is, you might be one of the victims, smiling as you willingly surrender your brain to the most trivial, meaningless distractions. We don't just wake up one morning and find ourselves less intelligent. We are committing intellectual suicide through seemingly harmless habits that actually corrode our nerves like acid. It is time to strip away the mask of complacency and face the facts. You are turning yourself into an outdated, sluggish version of yourself, easily manipulated by cheap algorithms. If you are still conscious enough to realize you're being imprisoned by your own lifestyle, let's dissect these 12 silent killers before your brain becomes a useless piece of meat. The first trap, and perhaps the sweetest of them all, is consuming mental junk food through endless short-form videos. You think you're just unwinding while scrolling through TikTok or Reels, but in reality, you are training your brain to only focus for 15 seconds at a time. When dopamine is triggered too easily by mindless content, your brain's receptors become numb, making it feel like torture to read a book or research a deep topic. You are effectively killing your capacity for deep work, turning yourself into an instant gratification junkie who can no longer connect complex ideas. Don't be surprised when you can't remember the content of an article you finished just 5 minutes ago. That is the first sign of your mental decay. The second habit. This cognitive laziness escalates when you outsource your entire memory to search engines and AI. We are living in an era of informed ignorance, where people know where to find information but don't actually possess that knowledge in their own minds. Overusing Google for every trivial question causes the hippocampus, the brain's memory center, to shrink from a lack of exercise. You become a dependent entity, a mere shadow of knowledge with no internal depth. The third habit. Being a slave to negative emotions and pointless online arguments. Every time you jump into a keyboard war to defend a personal opinion, your brain releases cortisol, a stress hormone that paralyzes the frontal lobe, the part responsible for logic and sound decision-making. You are wasting your most precious resource, your own biological energy, on things that offer zero evolutionary value. The wise know that silence is not a sign of weakness, but a way to preserve intelligence for greater creations. Do you want to win a virtual argument, or do you want to win at life? The fourth habit, laziness. Look at how you treat your body, for it is the temple that houses your intellect. A sedentary lifestyle is directly suffocating the blood flow that carries oxygen to your brain. Science has proven that physical movement stimulates the production of BDNF, a protein that helps grow new brain cells. When you choose to rot on the sofa instead of breaking a sweat, you are sending a signal to your cells, I no longer need to grow. And the universe will respond with stagnation. You cannot have a sharp mind in a decaying body. Physical laziness is the shackle of the soul. The fifth habit. Another silent assassin is the lack of quality sleep or staying up late for no reason. While you sleep, your brain performs a miraculous cleanup via the glymphatic system to flush out toxins accumulated during the day. When you rob your brain of recovery time, you're forcing it to operate in a chemical junkyard. Sleep deprivation impairs judgment as much as being drunk. Do you really want to run your life in a foggy, sluggish, and error-prone state? Remember Benjamin Franklin's words, "To go to bed late is to dig a grave for your own intellect." The sixth habit, consuming too much sugar and processed foods. Your brain makes up 2% of your body weight but consumes 20% of its energy. When you fuel yourself with industrial garbage, you're putting dirty gas into the world's most sophisticated machine. Brain fog isn't an accident. It is the result of neurological inflammation caused by a terrible diet. Treat your brain like a supercar. Don't fill it with leaded fuel and then wonder why it can't accelerate in your career. The seventh habit, avoiding new challenges and hiding in your comfort zone, is the fastest way for your brain to rust. Neuroplasticity is only activated when we learn new skills and face new difficulties. If every day is a dull loop of old routines, your brain switches to autopilot, and neural connections begin to snap from disuse. Try learning a new language, picking up an instrument, or simply taking a different route home. Unfamiliarity is the food of intelligence. The eighth habit, multitasking. Modern society glorifies those who can do 10 things at once, but in reality, that is a great lie. The human brain isn't designed to multitask. It simply switches attention incredibly fast between tasks. This process is an enormous energy drain and temporarily drops your IQ by 10 points. You're doing more work, but with lower quality and higher exhaustion. Learn to focus intensely on one single thing. That is the superpower of the 21st century. The ninth habit, the lack of deep social connections, replaced by hollow virtual interactions. Humans are social creatures. Our brains evolve through empathy, reading body language, and philosophical conversations. When you withdraw into a virtual world, the brain regions linked to emotional intelligence, EQ, begin to wither. Loneliness and the absence of real communication lead to depression and cognitive decline. Don't let soulless likes replace the power of a gaze or a warm handshake. The 10th habit, ceasing to ask questions and accepting everything as a given. Curiosity is the engine of evolution. When you lose healthy skepticism and stop asking why, you have officially aged intellectually, regardless of your biological age. Don't be a sheep in the herd. Always maintain the mindset of a child exploring the world. As Albert Einstein said, "I have no special talent, I am only passionately curious." The 11th habit, it is the habit of living without purpose or plan. A brain without a goal is like a ship without a rudder. It will drift with the tide and crash into the reefs of failure. When you don't give your brain a reason to strive, it automatically falls into a maximum energy-saving mode, stagnation. Write down your goals. Give your brain a reward big enough to make it willing to break through old boundaries. Finally, the most dangerous habit is ignoring your inner voice and spiritual mindfulness. You are so busy chasing external values that you forget true power lies in the stillness within. A lack of meditation or time spent observing your own thoughts makes you a slave to basic instincts. You react to the world instead of creating it. When you cannot master your own mind, you will always be a pawn on someone else's chessboard. Looking back at these 12 habits, how many are you guilty of? Don't feel guilty. Feel lucky that you've realized it now. Awakening always starts with the sharp pain of facing a harsh reality. Your brain has an extraordinary capacity for recovery and transformation, but it needs you at the wheel. Don't let your life be stolen by accidental ignorance. You were born a masterpiece. Don't die as a blurry draft. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and the journey of restructuring your brain starts by turning off this video and doing something that actually challenges your thinking. Remember, intelligence is not a fixed gift. It is a muscle that must be forged in the fire. Do you have the courage to smash the iron cage of old habits and soar on the wings of awareness? Thank you for walking this path with me until these final moments. If these words have touched a nerve, if you feel a fire being rekindled in your chest, that is the sign that there is still hope. Don't let that fire go out. Leave a commitment in the comments, "I am awakening," to declare to the universe that from this moment on, you are the master of your intellect. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we will be back with truths even more shocking than this. Share this video with someone you don't want to see fade away in ignorance. Remember, awaken your power, rise now. You are the master of your fate. Start living up to that infinite potential today. I'll see you at the peak of awakening.